What is up, everyone? Today we're doing the little tiny 16 gigabyte images. Yeah, I know you can go even smaller, go down to 8. Even like the Canon kit comes with like the 8 gigabyte. So it's like, well, what do you do with the 8s? I mean, with today's day and age, you know, you get a class 10 SanDisk for $8 for 16 gigs. So I mean, that's pretty dang cheap. I mean, that's, you know, cheaper than most lunches these days. So I'm only going to be doing 16, no 8, sorry. With the 16, we're going to do in third place, top 3 16 gigabyte images. And the first one is just like the 32 gig. It's get the David Marty blank motionblue and create your own. I think it's even more important on the 16 gig because you're limited by so much space that you can make the image for yourself and really customize, you know, what systems are you using and what you're not. Because at the 16, you really gotta, you know, every megabyte counts at that point. So you wanna, you know, if you don't play Atari, remove Atari. If you don't play, you know, Sega 32X, don't put any Sega 32X on there. So I think it really is important to, you know, when you build your own image, not only that, it's gonna take you less time to build the image because you're gonna fill it up really quick. So it's just so easy to just start with something blank and build your own. If you're doing like a portable, like doing a Pi Zero or something like that, you know, the 16 gigabyte, you're only going to want to run certain systems. So that's why in third place, build your own. Just start with like something like a David Marty, or there's some, you know, noobs, and just start with a blank image, load up your favorite emulators and your favorite ROMs, and be happy with it. In number 2, we have Nacho's 16 gigabyte image. It packs a lot of games and a lot of little fun little, it's a emulation station image, but it does have video previews, which is really cool. So it's a really basic, just, you know, Super Nintendo, Atari, and the basic NES and Sega systems. But I mean, that's a cool little collection. I mean, all those systems are really great for their time. They had a lot of, you know, good titles. This little 16 gigabyte image really does have a lot of features for such a small image. I mean, look how cool this is. It's really basic. It's not flashy at all. It's just a really good, solid image. I really like it. It's really cool. It's been out for a while now. A lot of people use it and they enjoy it, including myself. Nacho did a great job on this. It's definitely an image to give a whirl. In number 1, Matt Little Pixel wins this one on his little 16 gigabyte motionblue. It does come with a track mode. It does have emulation station. It does have video preview. So it has all that beautiful stuff going on. Maybe you don't like something this intense, like with this many graphics. You can always alter this and, you know, change collections and things like that. So it does have a lot of customization. Yeah, one of those. And this is a more recent version. So this is running retropie 4.2. It's the latest motionblue. And I'm sure there's going to be updated versions of this as motionblue gets to version 5 and things like that. But it comes pre-installed with a lot of games, a lot of systems. It has motionblue, the latest modes. I mean, so you have a lot of potential. You know, you have the Nintendo DS emulator you can install. You have all the, you know, things that are recent and coming out new with the retropie. I mean, it's really great that this community continues to grow and evolve. But this is definitely a great little image. It's only 16 gigabytes, so it's not going to take a lot of bandwidth. It's not going to take a long time to write, and it has all the latest and greatest. So for that reason, it gets the number 1 spot for the 16 gigabyte image. As far as for the file sizes for the 16 gigabyte, again, just like other videos I've made, the quality of the micro SD does matter. You know, some of these off brands, you want to go for like SanDisk, Lexar, Patriot, Samsung. These are good, high quality micro SD cards. You're going to get a lot more space. You're not going to lose space when you get these SD cards. So as far as size, the first one I don't have here is the motionblue 4. It's only 6 gigabytes, but you can expand it to use the entire SD card. So no matter what quality 16 gigabyte SD card you have, it will work. I mean, I've never seen one to lose more than a couple gigs, so you should be safe with that. And you can go ahead and customize your own image. Second place was the Nacho's image, and that is the file size at 14.8 gigabytes at 15,931,539,456 bytes. You want to go ahead and check your SD card now. Just make sure you have that much space available, because if you don't have that many sectors, that much bytes available, then it will not write, or you have to go shrink the image. And at the 16 gig, it's not worth going through all that hassle to shrink. Just buy a quality 16 gig. Both the download links for these images and the Amazon links to get proper SD cards will be in the description below. This one looks like it's almost the exact same size. Wow, they're exactly the same. Look at that. 15 billion, almost 16 billion bytes. I hope you liked this video. If you could, give it a little thumbs up, maybe share it with some people. Subscribe to the channel if you like what I do. If you do have any questions about the 16 gigabyte images or the ROMs or anything like that, please comment below, and we'll see you guys on the next one.